In our weekly messages, we have in a series which is a supplement to our Sunday series. We've been talking about joy, in particular, things that steal our joy. Now, throughout the Bible, there are messages that tell us to have joy, to rejoice, to be filled with joy. At the same time, the reality of joy is not always an abundant reality for everyone. And we're not talking about the momentary things that happen in life. There are certainly interruptions in life that will interrupt your joy. Accidents, sickness, death, unemployment, those situational factors. The purpose of this study is to talk about things that persist in our lives, habits, ways, factors that keep us from experiencing the joy that God would have for us to experience. Tonight, we want to talk about just a couple of areas that need to be mentioned. One of the things, which is a support to the Mental Health Monday tip, is comparing ourselves to others. It is so unfortunate that people in their lives find themselves subconsciously comparing themselves to others. Perhaps it's body image, who's taller than me, who gets more attention from the opposite sex than me. Skin color and colorism are issues that affect and plague our community. Our weight, all of those are factors that affect us. But it's not just those things in terms of our physical appearance. Sometimes we compare ourselves to others with how we perceive they are successful in life or how they are happy in life. We might think their marriage is better than ours. Maybe they're advancing in their career more than we're advancing in ours. Maybe they take more vacations than we take. Maybe they just have the image of happiness, and we wonder, why don't I have that image? When we compare ourselves to others, it denies us certain realities, at least a reality from God's perspective, a reality that needs to be our perspective. And that is, we are valuable to God. No matter what you are, who you are, what you have, you are valuable to Him. For example, in Matthew chapter 10 and verse number 31, and Jesus sending out the 12 disciples, He says, "Fear ye not, therefore, you are of more value than many sparrows." We need to know that we have worth to God, that we have significance to God, that we have value to God. It's hard to be effective when you don't know how much value you have. And so it's not by accident, it's by providence that Jesus would tell the disciples this, because in order to be effective in their ministry and in their lives having meaning, they had to know they had value to their Creator. You need to know how much value you really have to God. You need to also recognize that when you compare and contrast yourself to others, you really are not being fair to yourself. Number one, you don't see the value you have and the things that you have going for you. Second, you don't see that your assessment of others may not always be an accurate assessment. I have known people, for example, who have the image of success. They dress nice, they live in nice houses and have nice cars. And I'm counseling them about their debt and their depression and the frustrations they're having in marriage and constantly fighting about money, only to see other members of the church say, "Oh, I wish I was like them. Oh, they just have it made." You see, not everybody is willing and not everybody needs to share all of their personal business. Don't assume because you see nice things in people's lives that that means things are always nice. Of course, we hope that things are nice for others. We never want to have a heart or spirit that wishes something negative for anyone. But at the same time, we have to be cognizant of the fact that we're only on the outside looking in. At the same time, we need to consider just how valuable it is for us to appreciate what God has done for other people. It's awfully hard to enjoy your blessings when you're envious and jealous of someone else. When you see someone else happy, when you see someone else successful, when you see someone else doing well, be happy for them. Honor their achievements, honor their success. Share with them in happiness. The Bible says, rejoice with them that rejoice. When you're not envious and jealous, God may just bless you to have your own. But when you're busy comparing and contrasting yourself, you may find that you're so preoccupied with what someone else has going on that you can't have it going on. I know that it is a natural tendency in human nature to compare ourselves to others, but you need to know that you are as valuable to God as anybody else. He loves you, and you need to love you too. This has been another installment of A Few Minutes with the Minister.